Hello everyone and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we are doing our Mercury retrograde reading for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is a great time for reflection. It makes time feel slower, so we have the time and space to process and reflect. So think back over the past 4 to 6 months. What has happened mentally and emotionally over this period of time? And have you given yourself the time and space to process this? If not, what can you do now to help yourself to move forward so that you don't carry that energy with you any longer? Carrying any negative emotion on your heart for too long is what tends to harden those parts of you. You have to willingly choose to let it go, to not let it harden your heart. Now, in this message, we're going to look at something that's being avoided at this time, what's going to help you to transmute this energy, and what will come if this change is made. Now, please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general, meaning they're not going to resonate every time with every person. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title that's resonating for you, then there's most likely going to be something in the message. For information on rituals, for ritual kits, for personal readings, it's all linked below in the description box. And if you like the vibe, how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Everyone's welcome here, and it does help to set intentions for future messages. One more thing, guys, if you enjoy the message, if you find that it's helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up or comment below how it was helpful, how it was resonating. You never know how your story could help another person. So let's dive right into Pisces energy for this Mercury retrograde reading. We're going to see what's being avoided this time and what will help you to transmute this energy. So let's dive in. Most important message here for Pisces. Spirit, what do my Piscean friends need to know? What do they need to release through this Mercury retrograde, please and thank you. Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Pisces. I feel like Pisces is always dealing with a player. You're dealing with a person that you feel very emotionally about. You have this very intense connection with this person, but I feel like this person is always back and forth. And it's between you and a specific person. And I'm pretty sure with this Knight of Wands energy, you know who this person is. That they're going back and forth between you and them, okay? But there's no denying the connection. We're going to see how this all plays out into the reading. But what I always promote on this channel, Pisces, correct me if I'm wrong, even if a person is your soulmate, even if this person is your twin flame, and you are one and the same being, when you're feeling disrespected and maybe this person isn't showing up appropriately in the relationship as you deserve, it's okay to take space and protect your energy. So we have the Lovers, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands. Have the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to clarify as we go through and see how this plays out. But this very intense connection here, Pisces, that you're feeling with this person, okay? It's feeling very restrictive, because you feel intensely Lover's energy about this person, okay? And maybe you have had a conversation that this is your soulmate or your twin flame. But I don't feel like this person really believes in that. And so that message would fall on deaf ears. What I will say is, whether you guys are currently separated or are about to separate and they're about to run off to that person that they're always running off to, they are going to be shown a very karmic-y lesson with this Knight of Swords energy. 7 of Wands on the bottom. Okay. They're going to be shown something about that other person that it's going to bring that karmic lesson full circle. And you're going to have a decision to make when they come back, because they will be back. Okay. This person will be back around. Right now, Pisces, if you are in separation, I want you to take the time and focus on lifting your spirits and getting in the routine of creating the future that you desire. How are you going to do that? You know I love you. And on this channel, that's what I talk about, guys, is how we manifest our destiny into reality. And the ideas that are planted into our mind weren't planted there for no reason. It's just the way things are right now in life and how we live in society and all of those fun things. It gets hard to create. It gets hard to focus our energy because of all the stress that life and challenges throw at us. It gets hard. So how do we manifest when we lack money? How do we manifest the business that we want when it takes money to make money and all the fun stuff, right? 7 of Pentacles. What this is separating you from, Pisces, is what you desire, because when this person comes in, everything feels lovely and things start flowing very nicely. And when they run off and do their thing, things feel very begrudgingly and like restrictive. Okay. And so as much as you may love this person and want this relationship to come into fruition, the message is very clear. You need to protect your energy and focus on what you want for your future, and proceed with caution for now when it comes to this person. They have a very strong karmic lesson that they're needing to learn, and they're avoiding that at this time. And by you catching their fall every time they come back around, because that's what's going on here. They come back around, you guys have a disagreement or an argument or engage in some sort of behavior that triggers them to a past experience that causes them to distance themselves and run off to avoid the healing process. Then they go to this other person and they do the same thing that they do with you. They go through that same cycle with this other person. They go there, everything's hunky-dory for a little bit. They get in a disagreement, something triggers them from the same past experience, and they come crawling back. So they'll be back, Pisces. It's going to depend, the outcome is going to depend on your reaction when they come back. And what's coming out here is you're going to need to stand your ground when it comes to this person. You can't be so easily swayed when they come back in with all their sweet words and kisses, flowers to distract you. I'm going to focus on the future, focus on the plan here. And maybe that's a conversation that you can have with this person when they're open to receiving that message. But because they're in this energy of avoiding, it's going to be easy for them to trick you and say, oh yeah, that's what I want to. That sounds so great. That sounds so gravy. But in the bigger scheme of things, they're afraid of that. They're avoiding that by avoiding healing. It's going to be hard to hear this, Pisces, because there's really nothing that we can do to force them to heal, to force them to change, to force them to face that lesson. It's really whenever that person is ready, that's when they're going to face that lesson. And they're going to change. They're not really going to be able to choose. It's automatically, because of the impact it'll have on their life, they'll be forced to change. So, do you stick around and go through this karmic lesson with them, or do you take space, Pisces, focus on yourself, build your future, and distance yourself from them for a while? It's up to you. I'm just presenting the information, but you need to lean into your intuition here, Pisces, because you intuitively already know what you need to do. And I will say this energy has come up in previous readings for you, Pisces. So this is for a very specific person out there. So, High Priestess energy, what do you need to sacrifice? You need to start paying attention and trusting your intuition. You know what's going on here. You know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Let's be honest. And it's not in alignment with what you want for your future. Let's be honest. It may be this person, but are they ready for that? I really don't feel like they are. I feel like they're more in like the player energy, not that they're in a player phase, because I don't feel like it's a phase. I feel like it's them avoiding their healing process. And that's why this keeps happening. So, what to accept? It's time to stop overthinking, overanalyzing, going back and forth. Do I stay? Do I go? It's only causing yourself more confusion. You know what you need to do. And this person will be back. And I'm not saying walk away to prove a point, or to get even, or to make them learn their karmic lesson quicker. That's not what I mean. I mean to walk away to protect your energy, Pisces. They're going to go through whatever they need to go through, and when they're ready, and because of the intensity of the connection, your guys' connection, they'll be back. But it's about your reaction. Will you allow them to come back in, or are you going to stand your ground on walking away? And maybe that's their karmic lesson, is you don't get to bounce back and forth if you can't decide, because eventually that decision will be made for you. But I'm only presenting information. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I do feel like this is a very strong recommendation, because if you stay involved in this connection, you're just going to keep getting beat up. Your heart is going to keep getting beat up, and it's not going to feel good, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's going to wear and tear on your mind and eventually on your body, because they're not showing up the way that they need to in this connection. So the outcome here is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is fate. It's the wheel finally turning in your favor. I do feel that there's an intense connection here between you and this person, regardless of what this person is going through. And yes, they have a karmic lesson that they need to learn, but you really need to ask yourself when they come back, like, are they ready for the same thing that you're ready for? And you have to detach emotionally from that perspective of thinking. Practically, wholeheartedly, do you feel in your heart of hearts, with your Queen of Swords mentality, do you really feel like this person is ready to move forward solely with you in a positive direction? Or are they really coming back and just telling you what it is that they feel like you want to hear to allow you back in again? pull a whispers of healing message here, Pisces, to sum up your reading. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. Again, Pisces, I'm just presenting information to you. I do perceive that this is going to continue to get worse until you're forced to see this for what it really is. So take heed and protect your energy. That's what's coming out here. And also, this is an intense connection. So if you were looking for that confirmation that this is your soulmate, they're going through a strong karmic lesson that they have to transmute on their own. And right now, I feel like they're avoiding their healing process. That's really why you keep going through this. Your whispers of healing oracle messages seek seclusion, Pisces. Find a place that feels like an isolated sanctuary. You need some seclusion away from the hustle and bustle of your day-to-day routine. Your routine may have become so busy that you have no time for regrouping. This card is urging you to take much needed space. You would benefit from being in a place where you can leave your daily stresses at the door. You can fashion your own haven in simple ways. Bring fresh flowers into your space. Decorate an area with gifts that have a special meaning to you, or photos of beloved family members and friends. If possible, place a small water feature in your space, as the sound of moving water can be soothing. Make your haven comfortable with cushions and comfy chairs. Add crystals, add essential oils, candles, or anything else that appeals to you. Right now, Pisces, the reason why this is coming out is because you need space, you need time, you need the space to think and to look at this clearly and practically and tap into that intuition of yours and see this for what it truly is. Yes, this is a soulmate, but your soulmate is avoiding healing. And as difficult as that may be, sometimes we're the student, other times we're meant to be the teacher. So Pisces, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. I hope the message was helpful for you, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste. Hey friends. So I just wanted to come on and again, thank you for all the love and the support on all of the platforms that I post all of this information on. I started a Patreon and OnlyFans for those of you that want to support the channel, to help to spread the information, to help my travels when I'm going to different events, to connect a little bit deeper on a more personal level with you guys. And so instead of just asking for donations, I thought I would put together a Patreon and an OnlyFans. And on those platforms, I'm posting sound baths and guided meditations. And every once in a while, I'm posting stuff about yoga positions, and I'm going to also record some yoga videos for you guys to be able to tap into. So if that's something you're interested in, you're more than welcome in joining us. Again, it's Patreon and OnlyFans. Both of those platforms have a lot of similar content, but they're also going to have some different content as well. Follow whichever platform feels in alignment with what you need for your healing journey. And don't be afraid to disconnect, guys. The purpose of this channel is for you to get the tools and the information that you need to heal and to move forward in a more positive direction. The channel isn't meant for you to be here forever, because I feel like once you heal, you hopefully can tap into the healing modalities when you need, and messages when you need, but not to be here for forever. So, again, thank you guys again for all the love and support, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing the content. You guys are all freaking amazing. And I look forward to connecting with your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.